Hello everybody, this is Sonya. Now, thank you for coming on to watch my channel. A bit of ink on that, turn that over. The video you seen yesterday, I wonder how many people watched that to the end and see what happened. Okay, so anyhow, I'm back on here today and I'm going to show you, that's what I did yesterday, the dress. Okay, so I finished that. The other thing went in the bin. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how we're going to make this, right? Because this is a pocket and a little piece for my next page, okay? So hopefully this is my prototype and I'm going to be able to show you how to do this today. So I don't get stressed out about the time it takes me or whatever. I'm going to try and have it done first. So show you how to do it. Now, I'm going to use a piece of this, I suppose I should show you what it is. I'm going to use a piece of this card paper that I really like. I shouldn't probably be, it's not wasting, it's doing a good thing. Then I've got some lace doily on there, and then I've put a bit of stamping, and I've got a pocket. In the pocket there's a photo of the lady. I've got some mother of pearl buttons. Those two there are for sure. I don't know about that one, but this one here is mother of pearl one too, I think. And then I stitched on a piece of a flower, and so therefore that's a pocket for my book that is going to go. I don't know, I had the idea in my head before. Here it is. I'm going to put it on here because I've already put the piece across the top that I want to put on it, and that's how that's going to look, like that. Okay, so I might just glue that in there because, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to glue it in so you'll see that that page is done. But I'm going to show you how I did it, and so you can do one as well if you like, whatever you want to do. Rightio, now that'll help if you. It's not hard at all, right? And this has got to go on its own page in a minute when I get to that. Oh, we've got to put this bit up here. Now this bit here sort of coincides with, there's a little square like that over here of this fabric, and then I put a bit of gauzy stuff on, and I've got a little tiny bit of it, did I put enough glue on that? I don't think so. I need to put it up at the top because that's right, I only had a bit of card underneath. It wasn't the whole piece. It wasn't all card. It's a bit of fabric, so I'm going to stick that down properly. I don't want to get caught in things, okay? I'm hoping this is stuck down properly. I'll come back and have a look at that shortly. So, what we need to do is cut out a piece of paper. Now, this, you can use paper or cardstock, it doesn't really matter, but it helps when you put a piece of, what's the name down? I suppose I'll cut off that small bit. When you put a piece of lace down, so everything won't get caught in the back of it, you should probably put a piece of stuff behind it. A piece of, I'm going to use this method today. I'm going to cut it out with a, one of them sharp knives, you know, the ones you're not supposed to. 4.5, I think, inches, because my pages are 5 inches wide. So I'm going to do 4.5 inches by, I think it's about, I'll measure that. Yeah, it's 3.5, okay? So we need 3.5 that way. Pencil. Had it in my hand a second ago, didn't I? Where did I put it? Yeah, it's beyond the scissors. Okay, so we've got 3.5 inches there, there, and put another one there, and then 4 this way. Turn it around. Hope you see what I'm doing here. 4.5. Do you reckon? Yeah, I think 4.5. Is that halfway mark? Yeah. Right. It is. I'm looking at these centimetres again. Oops. Sorry about that. 4.5 inches, Sonya. There. Righto. Now these should all match up, hopefully. Won't matter if it's a little bit off. I sure think it would be, but it wouldn't matter. But anyway, it is too. It's a tiny bit off. Because of my pencil line, I should have followed that one there. Because of my pencil line, it is over a bit. I'm going to cut it out and I'll use the other side anyway, okay? I'll use the other side. I'm just going to cut there from there down very carefully. Not to cut myself or anything else. And I can use this glass thing because that's what it's for, which is really cool. It's the same as that, like your mats. It just doesn't, you're allowed to cut on it. Not a very nice noise, but it does a very good job. It doesn't even make a mark. Look at that. There's marks here, but I don't know what they're from. There's probably something that'll come off later. Anyway, I better put this back down here because you've got all that light shining on you. Okay, we don't need the light. Now we've got this piece. So on that, we need to put a piece of, so I better get a wriggle on here, a piece of this really nice, I've got a couple of pieces. The one I just used on there. Give me a second and I'll bring it over. If I've still got it in the pile here somewhere, should do. Not looking like I do. I must have moved it. Nobody stress out about that. Let me see. We could use that one. That's what I get for tidying up, I guess, isn't it? There's some bits there that I want to use. I'll use this one. Is this what I used before? No, it's thicker. The other one I got there's a lot thicker. I can show you. See, this has got this is a lot thicker. This actually, I think I put it in the box here because I've taken it out. I've got this one here I can use. There's a piece of this. I might use a piece of that. I like this, but the pattern. If I put it on there, it's actually going to have that white bit. And I'm not keen on that white bit. I suppose I could turn it up that way and have it on the bottom. I could do that, couldn't I? Yeah, so I'll do that with it, hey? Let's do that. Because I don't want to, So I'm gonna ink this up first and put it on there before I cut it out. What do you reckon? And that way I'm going to have the ability to put it hopefully where I need it to go, I hope. We go round and round and round and round and round a bit. Okay. This is really good fun to make, this was. I really enjoyed making this, and I know I kept putting stuff on it, but it didn't matter. I need to put stuff on it. I thought there was a mark there, but it's on the paper. We want this bit here. Let's have this section here. Fluff. There's fluff everywhere. Okay, put it down like that. Right. And that way you don't have to worry about cutting it beforehand and getting it all straight, because this sort of thing isn't easy to cut out level. You know, I mean, I did it when I did me on the bit behind that pattern, that doll, that pattern dress on me. I have to make one of those. I have a terrible time trying to. Sometimes things just don't work for you. You're supposed to just get right away from them until all that, what's name, comes back, your mojo, because sometimes you don't always have mojo for what you need to make or what you think you should be making. I don't know. Sometimes if you just make, you know, whatever's easiest, whatever you feel like doing is fun. So this is something that I really wanted to do, these pocket things, because they've got a lot of good stuff in them. Oh, I thought that piece of... I thought this was stuck underneath it. It's not, is it? Oh, please no. Okay. I don't like the look of that brown stuff on there either. So there, that is really cool. Now, there might be pieces that aren't stuck down, but you can fix that. So it turned out pretty good, didn't it? Really? And actually, I can put that whichever place I want to. And I could put my pocket back that way that I've got on this one too. So we can try that on the other side. Righto now. I suppose I should sit that up there a bit. Oh, that's a spider. No, yes, is that a spider? Oh my goodness, how did you get in here? That's like a ladybug thing. Look at it. Here it goes. That's a ladybug. We don't want her to be in this. We just can't stick her down in there. It's just not right. I tell you. Not sticking her down in there. Righto. Now I've got on that I've already stamped. I need you to go away, little lady. Come on. Whatever you are. Go over there. Sit over there and do something that way. I'm busy. Okay, so if it was a spider, I would have screamed and scratched it, to be honest with you. I could do the... I've stamped these on with... I used red ink, as you can see, and my things from sewing patterns. I've got a nice pin there, and I've got these. Maybe I could just make it one with this one. One of these. Hang on a second. We'll see what happens if we do because we need to put a piece of a flower on there too. I like the piece of the flower because there's a flower piece on that. And so whatever we do, we can put the flower on there too, can't we? Maybe we could use the pin as well. I don't think I want to. I think I just want to leave it like this. So I've got... It's cut out a bit crooked, but I'll just straighten it a tiny bit. So I want to put that there. Now, first of all, though, I'm going to sew around it because that'll make it a lot easier. You don't want to, now I've got this pocket. This pocket was on the other one, and it didn't quite work. So I'm going to put it on here, okay? And I've got something that I want here. What else? Oh, the flower. Okay, so I want some flowers. Now this was gifted to me, this piece, in a bag by Koala. I think she cut these out for me. She's a good lady. And I just put that off from a piece that was in here. I took that off one of these pieces because it was a little bit big to go on there, but I cut it down a bit and it works fine. It looks okay. No, that one's not quite right. This I really, really liked, but it wouldn't quite fit on there, so, you know, it looks too big for the size. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. It was a bit big for the size, which is a shame, you know, because I don't know if I've got any others the colour that's going to go. I'll have to cut myself out something else. Okay. That's nice. Oh. Too red, isn't it? That's too red. That's not bad. Okay. Righto, let's do this. Now, I think I was showing you this one. I got this pocket, and I was going to put this pocket on here, but it was on the other one, but it didn't quite work for me because I don't know what happened, but I made that out of a bit of lace. And I think that looks really nice, that little pocket. Maybe I could put it onto this one. Or use this for something else on here. Maybe. Right, maybe a pocket. Yeah, that one. Anyway, let's stitch around here. And decide that in a minute. What are we going to do? A bit of thread. Now I want a piece that's a bit thicker than... So I'm going to a bit of... This is a bit of crochet thread here that I've got, and I'm going to stitch around the outside of this. And that's got a little word on it and a piece of stuff. So we'll do the same with this because that way we can fill it up, okay? And you know what I'd really like to know where a little pair of scissors are or something to put on here. I don't think I've got a stamp for scissors. I've got a stamp for a sewing machine. I'm a bit rough with this frayed thing, aren't I? Sorry about that. I'll get it off in a minute. What have I got under there? No, that's not the thing. And it's not the right thing. Thread it nice. fray it, I should say. Here we go. Now I've got bits everywhere again. Oh dear. And the buttons, we need to put some buttons on. So I thought that turned out really well, you know. I really did. Now I'm just going to come up from the back. I've got a big knot in there, so I'm going to start down the bottom. Okay, so the knot's at the bottom of the thing. Now you can do this by machine if you want to, but I've figured that by hand is more personalised for me. I think that's what I like. And when I put in the, I'm not doing it so it's really straight. Now hang on, I meant it has it puckers up a tiny bit, but that's what I'm going for, that look. Okay, I'm pulling it up a tiny bit, you know, just for, because I like it instead of being straight flat. That's it. Yeah, so we're going to go around here. I'm going to put this one in the book too somewhere, so maybe I should have changed up the colours a little bit, but I don't think it matters. They'll look all right. This journal's got it's got to be just how I want it. You know, every page has got to be just exactly, because I want everyone to do is anyway. I'm working on the one that I was doing before this, because I still am. I have got a few pages that I'm not happy with. This morning took me ages to fix one of them, and I'm really pleased with it. So eventually, when I get it done, I'll be showing you that, because it'll go into my Etsy. Now see, it's got a little bit of a, it's pulled up a little bit and it makes it nice. Now, a piece of that here stuff, bit of this here stuff, bit of stuff. Now you can use tulle or a bit of lacy stuff like I've got here, because this is what it's going to go down there, right? And I need a piece of a flower, and I don't know if I've got anything on these little bits of fabric I've got here. I don't know if I've got a big enough flower. I've got some really nice pieces of fabric. You know, I love these. Look at it. Oh dear. I'll make you cry. I do love them, and I will use them eventually one day. About that. There's that bit there. I just could put that bit up there. I love the colour. That's a nice colour. Okay, wait, I wonder where the rest of that piece of fabric is. So I've got these squares, so, and that's when you get squares, you just get the square, and that's it. You're not got any, and you don't get any more. Yes, that's nice too, but it's a shame I haven't got the whole thing, isn't it? The whole piece. But I don't think it matters. I'm not going to be upset about that today. I think I'm just going to put that there. One of them. That one I'm going to do. Because it doesn't matter if you just do a half. So we'll cut around this bit. And no leaves. No leaves, I don't think. Don't think we need. Oh, that's a leaf there, isn't it? Is that thing in there a leaf? Part of a flower. I think. This is not going to look like a flower when I get this cut out, is it? No, it's not. So how do I fix that? I don't think I can. I don't think I can without just cutting it and cutting it, and I don't want to do that to it. Don't want to end up with nothing. So another idea would be, because I can't find that at the moment, and I don't want to have you waiting here all day for that, we can put a pocket on there, or we could put a bit of lace, a piece of this, a bit of something, you know, like I had these here to do. I was actually going to put something like that on there. If I do that, will I get stuck? Will I get stuck? I don't know if I will get stuck with it, that's all, you know, because sometimes you do. You can't keep going because it's not quite right. How about a picture? Might be okay, but it's too dark, that one. Where were they? Where did I get that from this morning? Don't know. Still looking for a piece of red material stuff. Fabric to put on there. Well, I do like that. I do like that. I'm going to have this on here. That's different. I do like that. Yes, I'm going with that. Bet you didn't think I'd pick something like that, did you? Put in it, and then I can put some buttons, and I can put a little something on the top there. Another pearl one. We can glue this on here, but we'll sew some buttons up the side of this first. That's what I did last time. I sewed the buttons on as I went round here with this because I wanted to, that's too big. And oh my goodness me, there goes the neighbour mowing the lawn. Goodness. Oh dear. That only takes him about 2 hours to do that. Gee, I hope you can't hear that. Wish I couldn't. Oh dear, I'll sew this one on. I don't know if I can concentrate with that going on. Isn't that dreadful? Sounds like he's ferrying our yard too, but he's not. I'm going to have to get this and get some buttons out there. Please don't judge me, okay? Somebody said they like looking at my things, what I've got, but I don't know whether I should be showing you or not. But I've been collecting up for many years, so don't judge me. Well, look at this. I've got some little mother of pearl ones. I have this because yesterday I spent hours fixing it up and putting things in places where I'll be able to go and find something and use it for lots of different bits and pieces, okay? So that's just what I did yesterday, and this is really hard to close, but I did master the art of it yesterday. I'm going to shut it too because I cannot afford to leave this open. Oh. Alright, got it. And that one. Well, I knew they were there because I put them there yesterday, like I said. Oh, this is not pulled right through there. Now it is. Hope this goes. This is a tiny little one, isn't it? Hope the needle goes through there. The little holes, I meant, they're little. It's not going to go through there. Wow. I'm going to have to put another button on there because I might have one in this still. Okay, quick look through fastly, Sonya. I know I'm in a hurry because I've got to go. My lunch is ready in a minute. I can just tell hubby's doing out there, doing that. Yeah, well, no, that doesn't work. That does not work for me. Is that it? Yeah, see the tiny, weeny little holes. Look at that. They're too small, aren't they? Oh, worry about that. Oh, that's this one from Linda. It's got Britain on it. There's a British flag on there. I don't like to use some things. I don't. People buy me, send me these nice things, and you don't like to use them because you won't have them then. But you know, I probably have used a few of them on something. In the time because they were all together once, but now they're spread out in different cotton things all over the place. This is actually bead soup I got here, but it's got a bit of everything in it. It's soup, I suppose. And I'll go back through this one, just because. And I'm sort of going on top of another bit, but that doesn't matter, it's texture. It's all for the texture of the thing, isn't it? Okay. Now, if you can see what I'm doing because all this stuff's sitting in the road here. Now, you reckon I'll have that bit? Why not? It's vintagey looking and I like it. I'm going to put something this colour on somewhere. I have a whole heap of these and I can't find them. these really nice pictures. They're in something, you know how you put them away carefully now. That's what I did. I put them away carefully now, I did. One small thing. Where's my small thing? Actually, I put them back in here, didn't I? That was good of me, wasn't it? Put them back in the thing where they go. Some words, quickly, some words. Love greatly, I love that. I'll be putting some glue on them things then. I don't know about that, what's the name, the more I look at that fan, the less I like it sitting there. It doesn't go. Does not go, that doesn't. So it's going to have to go somewhere else. Sorry about that, people, but I can change my mind, and sometimes I do have to. Okay, so we'll put that back in there. Okay, now I need the piece that's going to go on that. What is it, Eva? I wonder what it is. I see this serviette thing sitting there. I like the colours and that on this. How would I get that on there? Huh? Wouldn't that be fun? Trying to figure that out. I don't know. You know, there's always some way of doing something, but isn't there? Let's just see what happens. I don't have to throw a tantrum and put it in the bin. We usually don't throw tantrums, as a rule. Now what I could do, if I had the time, I could go and I could photocopy that, and then I could put it onto a piece of fabric. If I thought I would do that, but I don't think I will. I wonder if this is going to work, people. You reckon it will? I do. I think it's going to. I really do. Let me go it that way. We need a bit of green, don't we? We're going to decoupage this onto here. I know I'm being awful brave today. It looks good though, don't you reckon? I like it. Except I need to make this flower, these bits here a bit more, oh dear, I'm going to use them, use these ones here. Can you see what I'm doing, them other things in my hand? Okay. Going around, go back up there, get around, get back up there. Go around and get back out there. Maybe that looks a bit better. Yes, it does. Now, people, what do? Do we use glue or do we use... I know we're going to use glue, but I meant, do I use this? A bit of each, I reckon. I can use a bit of each. I want to put some of this on without wrecking it, I hope. Might not need a bit of each at all. This should stick onto there. It should. And when it dries, I'll stitch it down a bit. I'll put some stitches in it, okay? So I like that there. Oh, but that worked. Yeah, that's pretty cool, that is. Now, I'm not a big fan about that spot there, but we can fix somehow. We'll put something on that. Let's put some lace on. Let's turn that over now. I've got sticky all over it. Now, that's a shame. Why didn't I think of putting that up that side? I was going to. Right. Now, that's went wrong. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't mind. Now, I'm going to put this down around here. Not across the top, Sonya. You usually have to hold on to that bit, Sonya, so don't stick it, okay? Now, I do like what I did with that serviette. I'm pleased about that. That worked. You see, we're not going to be washing it or anything, are we? So it's not going to come off. As far as I know, it won't come off. Let's stretch that out a bit. Now, where's that piece of that there thing? Where's that there thing? Which side did I put that there thing? I'm going to keep them doilies. I'm going to put them serviettes. What did I do with that? Should be here on the table, shouldn't it? Because I just cut it off and then I put it that way, I thought. Okay, so we've got a bit of it here. Right, here we are. Now that's an idea for a stamp. If we get another stamp, I like that. I like how that turned out. That's really cool. Really cool. Now I know where I can get some pickies from if I need a picky. Very good, Sonya. Okay, so do I put this over here? Would anybody care? I don't. Now there's such a thing as slow stitching, so I can patch it. I can patch it with a bit of stitching and it'll be another square. It'll be a pocket maybe. We'll see what happens, eh? Let's see what happens. Sorry about my arm in the road. I could put a pocket there because I don't want that white patch. I do not want that white patch there. Put a pocket, you reckon? There's one pocket there and that could be a pocket. Yeah, put some stitching around it and use it for a pocket. I'll actually glue this on here. No, yes, glue it on. I can figure out what to do with it after. Across here and up there. I do want to show you something done. Okay? Because then I can just cut that off. Last time that bloke mowed that lawn, he swept all his cuttings down our what's the name? In front of our house. I must say Jeremy was not amused. He went out there and swept it up. And the bloke said to him, "Oh, I haven't finished it yet." And I thought, "Yeah, right, well you're going to be finished putting your crap on our yard. That's not nice. Fancy doing a thing like that. How talk about brains. I don't think there's many. It's not a very nice thing to say, I know, but you can't do that to people. That's wrong. Now that looks all right, doesn't it, that bit of trim on the top? Or should I make it go the other way? I don't know. Let's cut it and see. I've got 2 seconds to be out of here. Okay. You can use anything for trim. See, you can go on like this. This is a bit of a vintage piece on here. This is. I think it's looking that way too a bit. Okay, now we can put this across here like that, or under there like that. And I like it going across better because it that looks better. And that part there nearly comes to the centre. Well, it does. Where that is, right. So I'm going to stick that down there. And then the only thing probably we need to do is get a button at that bit and fill up the pockets with something. The idea will come to me. We don't have to worry about it. It will come to me. Okie dokie. How's that? Now it depends what colour you put underneath that, how this turns out on the top too, you know, because if it had been white it would have been a lot brighter, and I'd rather not have it like that really. So I'm going to put one of these nice big buttons up there and figure out what I'm going to put in that little pocket there. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed making that, and I'm going now and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye bye.